How long does a task take? How many hours have we already spent on the project? And most importantly, who did the task and when? This is where a time tracker comes in handy. In Worksection, it is a tool that answers the question, how much is your time worth and what exactly is it spent on? Why do you need a time tracker? It is important to understand that a timer is not about micromanagement or total control of every minute of the working day. In Worksection, the time tracker shows how much time is actually spent on tasks. This helps you compare the planned and actual hours tracked, and based on this data, set realistic deadlines for projects. Plan your team's workload, and if you work on an hourly basis, see how much your team's work costs per hour. This means fair prices for services and reasonable bills for customers. Now let's take a closer look at how the time tracker works in Worksection. There are two ways to track time in the system. First, you can start a real-time timer when you start working on a task. The timer starts right inside the task, and all tracked hours are automatically linked to the project. This is useful for analyzing how many hours the team spends on a project overall. Forgot to turn on the timer? No problem. There is a second way to track time. Enter expenses manually afterward. By the way, you can adjust the enter expenses if you, for example, forgot to turn off the timer and tracked too much. Quite often, it's not just the assigned person who works on it. The team leader or project manager also gets involved when the task moves to the approval stage. So it's fair that both track the time spent on the task. In Worksection, this is possible. Time spent on a task can be entered not only by the assignee, but also by any employee involved in the completion. All tracked time spent on the tasks and projects is included in reports. And very briefly about them. Worksection has 4 types of reports: general, by projects, by people, and detailed. General reporting allows you to assess how your employees are performing tasks within the projects they are involved in. Project reports provide detailed information about expenses and completed tasks across all projects in the system. People reports allow you to quickly see the total number of hours worked and tasks completed by each employee. Finally, detailed reports allow you to view all planned and completed tasks for a selected time period. Now, who would benefit from a time tracker? It is suitable for any team that wants to control tasks and business processes. If it is important for you to see how much time is spent on various tasks, evaluate the workload, and understand the actual time you spend on projects, a time tracker will become your reliable tool. It is especially convenient if you work on an hourly basis and need to bill clients accurately. Want to understand how much time certain types of tasks actually take so you can set realistic deadlines in the future, plan sprints, and need to focus on real numbers rather than feelings? Strive to improve efficiency, not only for employees, but of processes in general. But why Worksection and not other services? Trello, for example, does not have a built-in time tracker at all. To record time, you have to connect third-party services such as Clockify. But that means another software to work with, and no one needs that kind of confusion. With Worksection, you get everything you need in one solution: tasks, reports, Gantt chart, Kanban, and of course a time tracker. All task data is stored in one place and can be analyzed after a month, a year, or even longer. And most importantly, choosing Worksection means supporting a Ukrainian product. Try Worksection free for 14 days and see how much a simple habit of tracking time can give you.